How's she going today, guys? On this lovely, chilly Friday morning. What the hell are we doing? We're moving the bunks. Putting them in a new location. These girls are not liking the idea that I haven't brought them fresh cut feed out. There's not a lot in the bunks. The bunks are 75% empty. You can see a little bit on the ground over there. So I'm going to let them clean that stuff up. This one's kind of a pain in the butt, but they can work at cleaning this pile of stuff up that was left in the bottom of the bunk. Move these all out of the way. Spread that manure around. Some people say I don't get enough manure coverage spread around, but I think I do. Some guys claim that they do a lot better with bale grazing. You'll spread your manure around a lot better. Well, yeah. You would spread your manure around a lot more probably with bale grazing. But with bale grazing, you also have a hell of a lot more waste. And when bales are anywhere from, basically 100 for alfalfa grass type bales. Anywhere from 100 to 150 or so dollars per bale. Who wants to have that much waste, right? I have to watch what I'm kind of doing here because I'm doing it with the Bale Pro is on behind me. I brought 2 bales of straw out. I'm going to grab 2 more and shred those bales out after the snow and the rain. Well, now we can put some straw down for these girls. So that it doesn't get covered up. It's not supposed to really snow much over the next couple of days. So they're going back to the cut feed piles. They'll monkey around with it and eat some of it and scatter it around, and some of the cows will end up laying down on it and using it as a bedding. Oh, this one's frozen in the ground. Got to dig him out. There we go. Actually, there's not that much manure right on the side of it right there. So I think I'm just going to flip it over and let the cows pick up whatever's on the ground. We'll empty this portable bunk out also. Not moving the bedding pack. We're going to leave the bedding pack where it is, at least for another month, till the end of February, and then we'll be having to bring the cows home for calving time. Mocha Dog's just in there looking for a mouse that might spring out from under the bunk and stuff. There we go. Just like that. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna head back to the yard, grab a couple more bales of straw, and I'll fill these guys up later on this afternoon, I'm thinking. By then they'll have lots of this stuff cleaned up. Yeah, anywho, I'll let you go. We'll bring you back later. There we go. Brand new bed, new sheets. They'll eat some of it, and they'll sleep on the rest of it. They're mad at me. They're like, bring us some fresh feed. We don't want that stuff that was left over. Well, that's what they're getting for better part of today. Anywho, let's see if we can get some lunch into our tummies. And I won't be eating straw myself. And then we'll go play on the Bobcat for a little bit. Talk to you guys later. Alrighty guys, I just shut that thing off. It's not exactly overly warm in here, but it's not like we're outside, right? All that snow, because there's a little bit of a gap under the door, and when we had that snow yesterday morning, it blew in under the door. The rubber seal doesn't seal up tight on the concrete. Anyway, what's going on here? So, I got the door off and I lifted this up, and yeah. So this side is broke. There's a pin that goes, this Bobcat is a goofy system. It's not like a tractor. So there's a pin that goes from this side of this bucket plate. They call this a bucket plate, I believe. And this thing right here. Anyway, there's a pin that goes in here, and then it's tapered, so when you drive your bolt in and tighten it up, it pulls the pin out somewhat, and it's tapered to fit this tapered bushing right here. Well, that pin is broke on this side. On this side, it's not broke. Now, I've never done this, but I'm thinking what's going to end up happening, I'm going to have to heat this really good, get it hot, like really hot, and then have a long bolt in there, thread it into that pin that's on the inside, and then kind of like a slide hammer, and then hammer that this way outward to pull that out. I don't know how else we're going to get it out. I have no idea, because that bushing is kind of rusted in there. That's the only way I could see getting that out of there. I have no idea. Like right now it's loose because there's no bolt and the pin on the inside is loose. I could see it moving in there, but I'm waiting for Bobcat to get back to me. I did phone him once already, and I'm waiting for their service guy to get back to me on as to how they do it. So I'll let you guys go. We'll talk to you later. Alrighty, friends and neighbors and everybody of all ages. So I did use my rosebud on the son of a bitch. Right here, this is a rosebud. And I got this fucking thing fucking hot. And it didn't do nothing. It didn't do squat. But then I hammered it back in. I started noticing grease coming out from everywhere. And I got thinking while that was happening, well, maybe it's like a fucking cat. A caterpillar, a track on a cat or track hoe. Maybe you fill the fucking thing full of grease through the grease nipple, and that puts pressure on the pin that's inside here. So I took the grease nipple out, hammered the pin inside, and lo and behold, all the grease came out, the pin went in, and we're good to rock and roll, right? So, on this side, now there's a bushing that goes inside there, but this is the goddamn pin. And the bushing you could see is all fucking slopped right out. That goes inside there like that. And it's all full of grease inside there. So we're gonna have to get a new bushing. We're gonna have to get a new pin, one of these guys, because the pin that was in there broke. If I could turn my light on, I would show it to you guys. There we go. And you can see inside there, the pin that was in here broke. So the pin that's supposed to be in there is my bucket pail right here. Did I put it in there? No, I did not. Where did I put it? Right there. That's the pin that goes in there. Yep, he goes right inside like that. But the threaded part broke off of the old pin. So it ain't doing squat for us, is it? So we got to get this grease nipple out. We'll have to get a new one of those, new bushing. Probably should replace the bushing on this side, I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm just letting this cool off. I got to get a new bushing here because he's really fucked up. Because it's supposed to look like that. And it don't. Not anymore. I don't even know if that requires a bushing or if it's the way this end is and it's tapered. Look how that's broke. I've never done any fixing on this Bobcat. This is the way it was when we got her. But that's all broke out there. That's broke there. I see cracking. I'm gonna have to back grind all that up. Nice. The steel is ripped out. I don't know what the fuck they ever did with this thing before the father-in-law got it. But it's been through some hell. I'll say that much. But might have to get a whole new one of these, cut this one out and just get a new one made, or get a whole brand new end here and weld a new one in. This side's not all ripped all to shit. God darn it anyway. A little bit right here. You can see where they had fixed it at one point or another. We've kept her greased because a pile of fucking grease came out. And you can see it dripped here, dripped there. I fucking cleaned it all up, took a bunch out, and threw it in the firebox. Oh, this looks like it's going to be a fun job. Anyway, at least we got that off and we know what we're up against now. We'll talk to you later. Alrighty, guys. Well, I just got off the phone with Bobcat. We've obviously got it all apart. So, what we need is a new one of these, because on the back side, she's greasy as fuck. Right there, that's the bolt that broke off on the inside. That's the roughly 1/2 inch of bolt that's inside there. We need a couple of bushings, obviously. That one's fucked, to go in here. We're going to replace the bushing on this side. So basically the bushing is there and the pin is right there. But this pin is good, but I'm going to replace that bushing just the same. So both bushings, the grease nipples are fine. What else? Oh, and this. They call this a bushing too, but it's tapered. And this one is all fucking slopped out and fucked up. So we're going to get a new one of those, I'm thinking. And this has to be cut out, so we're going to have to cut all around here. Yeah. This piece here, somebody added on. So we're going to have to cut that out. And cut all of this out in here. It's going to be a fun job by the way it's looking. Anywho, lots of hacking and chopping, and then to go weld it all back in should be interesting too, right? Without fucking it up. But when we go to fix it all up, I think we're gonna, if I can, I should be able to. I'm not sure why this is like this in here, why this is all busted up. As you can see, it's been busted for quite a while. We're going to get that all welded up. And I'm almost leaning towards putting a fish plate over top of that sucker there. Somebody did some funky fish plating on this side. Take that off. Back you up there. You can see this fish plating is, that's not factory. So we'll clean this weld up here a little bit and maybe fish plate this side. As long as we've got room for the hydraulic cylinder to flow properly, we'll be okay. So yeah, we're going to be doing some friggin' work on this thing by the looks of it, the way it's shaping up. So, anywho, we got cows to feed. It's like 3:30 in the afternoon. So let's go get our cattle all fed up with cut feed, fill the bunks, and we'll catch you guys a little bit later on.